Hello and welcome back to another episode of my in-depth playthrough of Demon Souls. So today's episode we are going to finish up World 2 and hopefully get the White World event. So I don't really have anything to do here other than get to it then. Let's see. The Arc Stone of the Demon Flame Lurker. Since ancient times, a fire demon has been sealed in an underground temple filled with dragon bones. Deeper still lies an even larger dragon skeleton. So, this will be Dragon God. We encountered him at the very beginning of the playthrough, but this version of Dragon God is different. Like, considerably different. This is probably going to be a very short episode. Provided I don't accidentally die getting to the White World event. Alright. Alright. I got everything I need. I don't think this should be too loud. Let's see, what is my audio sound? It's pretty good. Now, if he screams like that, you want to hide. This is a weird fight. The idea here is you want to be hidden from him so he can't see you, but it's strange. He can hear you. So if you look to the left there was a crystal lizard. That guy drops chunks of Hardstone and Sharpstone, and rarely he will drop Clearstone. So the here is... I'm trying to bait him into screaming. So if he's looking that way, there we go. You want his eyes to be yellow when you're doing this, because he's very dangerous. He hits really hard. He can probably kill me with one hit. Fact. It's safer to have him smash the wall for you than it is to... Dang, he hit me. Let's get back over here and heal. So this is why I'm trying to be safe. Usually the speedrun strat is you can just break through it yourself. Okay. So you want him to scream at least once. That way he can't grab you by the time you get over here. So that's good. Good. Get this grass. Really, really good grass. And then just push the button and watch the show. Because the idea here is you got to avoid him so you can hit him with these arbalests. And it pins him. It pins his arm to his chest, so he can no longer swing at you. And then he breaks the walkway right there, so you can actually get down to him. Alright. So you'll see there, it's in his shoulder, so it's holding his arm in place so he can't move. Now, you could go down this way to get this soul, but I'm going to go the other way, because there's a safer way of going without having to worry about all that debris. You can just go about right here, drop off. There. And of course his arm likes to clip right here, so sometimes you can't get by immediately. But... come on. There he goes. So, he won't use his arms anymore, but he will blow fire. Just stay hidden. I still haven't been caught. There we go. There's a crystal lizard up here I really want, so let's get him before we continue. Make sure he doesn't touch the wall, because sometimes he'll clip through. So this guy always drops Clearstone. And he drops some chunks. That's exactly what I need. So let's push the other arbalest. if you had noticed in the tutorial level, when you're fighting him, he looked bigger. It was because I think his character model was a different model in the tutorial, and then he just looks completely different here. Because now, you can see his legs. He actually has legs. So let's look down at him. So he has legs, and he's kneeling in front of the... He's kneeling in front of this cliff right here. And his arms have just been pincered down. And his tail goes into the lava. And the room that he's in is completely different from the room that you saw him in at the beginning, because he was in an open environment the first time we encountered him. Now he's not. Alright, so let's get this. This is a Master's Ring. I think there might be... Yeah, just a Master's Ring. You use this if you want direct damage weapons, like axes. The White World item that is here is a weapon that could benefit from using this. Alright, so let's come down here. You gotta be careful though, just because he's immobilized like this, doesn't mean his breath doesn't do damage. So let's just hit him in his horn. It's the only visible part on his face that you can actually strike. I think the other part of his face just... There we go. Oh, I forgot to put a ring on. Alright. That's his end. Alright. Got that. And Dragon Soul. And because that was the first Archdemon that I killed, I can now progress further into World 1. Because after you kill the second boss in World 1, you are locked out of the rest of World 1 until you can clear an Archdemon in any of the other worlds. So the Legendary Soldier Soul and a Dragon Soul. We'll level up real quick, and then we're gonna go back.
Soul of the mind, key to life's
So what do I want,
ether.
really?
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
I guess more magic, because I'm gonna be using
Let
that
strength be granted
that magic
so
buff.
the world might be mended.
Alright, so now we're gonna go back. Go to the Flame Liquor Stone, it's faster that way. So this is gonna be me mostly farming and seeing if I can get, and then doing the White World event. Because that one crystal lizard that I killed earlier, he drops Clearstone, but he can drop Pure Stone too. And we're also gonna get, I think I can get it. Yeah, I got enough. So I can get the White World item here, and then I can go do the White World event. So here's a crystal lizard. Let's get him, since why not? Chunks of Sharpstone. And then there is normally debris right here preventing you from getting to this, but in White World Tendency, the debris is cleared. And you can tell, you see these two eye icons up in the top left and top right? Those icons let you know World Tendency and Character Tendency. So we can come here and get this, the Dragonbone Smasher. It's a ridiculously good weapon. Probably the best strength weapon in the game. Ancient excavators of Stonefang are said to have created it to face dragons. It's imbued with a spell to protect the wielders from fire. Because of its immense weight, blacksmiths joke that it can be scarcely called a sword. So this is a nod to the weapon Guts uses in Berserk. He uses a weapon called the Dragon Slayer. It was a giant weapon that looks roughly the same as this weapon, except that it looks more like a blunt, like great sword, similar like Cloud's Buster Sword from Final Fantasy. And it's like a motif that FromSoft would use in their later Souls games. This giant hulking weapon that looks like it's more like a slab than an actual sword. Oh, was hoping I can get some pure stone off of this guy, but it looks like I might not. So let's reload again. Reload, and it will just put us outside the boss ring. So we'll just have to go back in again. I guess I'll get this one too while I'm at it. Chunks of hardstone. It's weird how my armor makes enough noise. Chunks. Okay, I got one more chance. Maybe I can get lucky. Otherwise, I'll have to go to World 3, or World 1-3, and save Ostrava, so I can actually get a +5 weapon really quick. It's not really hard to get to him. I'll show some shortcuts to get to him. Alright, this is the last crystal lizard that spawns here. It's weird, this guy seems to do less seem to do less damage to this one than the other one. Maybe it's let me make sure. I think this weapon isn't a direct damage weapon? No. Okay. Oops. That works. Yeah, I am doing... Oh, it's the running attack. That's why. Nope. Okay. I didn't get any pure stone. So that's unfortunate. I guess since I'm here, I should take a note of the room. I like the idea that where you're finding the broken pillars is where a pillar was. It's just not... It's not like randomly placed stuff from what it looks like. Although this one looks pretty random. Yeah. There's nothing that this pillar was attached to. It's just like rubble that was right here. How about this one? Yeah, the rubble doesn't make any sense where it is here either. Nor here. Nor here. Like, there was only one actually well-placed bit of debris. All the other debris seems like it's just sort of here. Whoops. I just sort of threw it about. Or maybe it could have been because when I fought him. Because he broke the wall here. But for some reason there was like a path. That just sort of magically appeared out of the rubble. And then of course this is here. He physically broke this the first time and now it's here again. Huh. Alright, and then this one, yeah, these actually look like the rubble actually belongs here. Weird. Now that I think about it, I could have just used the other bonfire, but I might as well just go this way. Bonfire? This isn't Dark Souls. This is Hardstone. Never really gave this room a good look. It's really dark. Can I do anything with that? I think so. No, not really. You just notice it a little bit darker. So you're like in the middle of this like temple that's just carved into the rocks. Let me just reset the brightness. Ah, that's not it. Okay. So now we are going to go and talk to Scrivir. He's a White World event that only occurs... The idea, if you're playing offline, the only way you can get to White World is kill all 3 bosses without dying in human form. So let's do that. And I can actually go down the armor spot. I can actually go down the tunnel I didn't go down the first time now. Because there are a couple of items that are available to the player if you go down that way. So let's get those while we're at it. See if I can hit this dude at least once. Oh. There we go. This is gonna take a while. Chunk, nice. So this guy always has a set amount of items on him. Large shard of Hardstone and Sharpstone, and then a chunk of Sharpstone and Hardstone. So let's kill all these guys since we're coming this way. Greystone, nice. Oh, come on. It would be cool if I could get a double parry on these guys. Like, parry both of them at once. Huh? I backstabbed rather than did the parry. Sharpstone. Now that's just great. Alright. So, this area, I don't like this area very much. There are a lot of items that are in this area, and most of which are completely inconsequential, really, to getting. Like those items right there, they're just Clearstone. They're not worth getting. They're very dangerous to get to, from what I can guess. I need to figure out at some point how to get to those items very, very consistently, because every time I've tried to get to those items, I die pretty easily, because the way this place is set up, you could drop down to them like this, but oftentimes your character will bounce off the cliff right there and then just fly, because whenever you run off ledges, your character will gain super momentum, which makes them just accelerate faster down that ledge. Alright, so we can come this way. If we go that way, we can get immediately to the item that we want. I'm going to try to get that item right there on that precipice. So if we just drop here. See, this is the one part where you can jump against the ledge and it'll be fine. So we'll get this. It's a ring of disease resist. Now, we got to be very particular about the way we walk off here. There we go. You have to run. You can't... The way that I did it. Dang it. Now I'm going to have to... Well, now I'm going to have to use a Arcstone shard. It's a good thing I have these, I guess. This is going to take a while. So I will just cut footage for when I get back to it. Okay. Sorry about the wait. So if I went left like I did previously, I would arrive here, and as you'll see, down there is Scrivir. He only appears in White World Tendency as a blue phantom. Otherwise, in Black World Tendency, he appears as a red phantom. And as you see, he has a couple of buddies with him, so let's see if we can get them before he... Wow, that really sucked. Alright, so let's first equip the Dragonbone Smasher, because this is the weapon that he wants for us to show him.
Ye cats! Oh, you nearly frightened me to death, creeping up on me like that. My name is Scrivir. I seek treasures of the unknown. I'm impressed you've come this far. Were you guided by a sixth sense or a brash imprudence? Either way, you've more skill than I. Let us put that skill to work. There is a temple beyond here, below the ground. It is a work of art, molded by the ancient burrowers to appease the bones of dragons. As a precaution, a broad sword which can crush bone and slay dragon is stored in the temple. Truth told, it is the laughing stock of many a swordsmith. They say it's as blunt as a bludgeon. A dull blade meant to slay a dragon. Curious, is it not? I would search for it myself, but I'm afraid I'd fare poorly against the demons. If you happen to come upon the sword, please let me have a look at it. This place is magnificent, eh? The bones of dragons exuding awe, a dream come true. Wonderful. The arts of swordsmanship applied in a perfectly useless manner. Oh, do not mind me. Thank you, it was a pleasure. Please, take this as a small show of thanks. Take care of that sword, will you? She's a beauty.
Alright, pure greystone. Let's unequip this and put that back.
Take care of that sword, will you?
Alright, that's the end of his dialogue. So now we can get out of here. I guess what I'll do is use the other Hardstone shard. And then maybe for the rest of this episode, I will just dedicate it to farming a couple of materials to get a better bow. Because if you are doing it well, if you just get a couple of extra shards and extra chunks from enemies, you can end up getting a pretty decent bow. So let's do that. Drop all of our stuff off. Fortunately, I have all the chunks, but not a pure stone.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go farming real quick. Because we can just take advantage of Ed's shortcut here. And of course, because I consumed the Red Hot Demon Soul, I can't make boss weapons. But I can make a really good bow. Hardstone? Nope. Heck, I could probably just buy Hardstone if I wanted to. Let's just reload real quick. I think the best thing that these guys can drop is 8 Hardstone, 2 large shards of Hardstone, or 8 Sharpstone and 2 Sharpstone. It's pretty useful if you get those kinds of drops. Hey, look! Exactly what I said. Alright. Now we can go kill the Spider Stone crystal lizard that's up here. And then we can talk to Ed and get our weapon upgraded. Just run past these guys. Good thing that this weapon does so much damage now. So let's kill everybody that's here. Oh wait, I can do that too. There we go. Let's kill everything so they don't get in my way. It's funny, all you have to do is really kill the pickaxe dudes, and you don't have to worry about the other guys more or less aggroing on you. So, pure stone. Holy smokes. I don't need pure stone, which is really annoying, actually. So let's reload. That's really annoying, because normally he drops at least 2 chunks. He drops usually 2 chunks and 4 shards. So that's going to throw my numbers off a bit. It's actually a good thing that I got a random chunk drop earlier. Oh, never mind. He just dropped a random pure stone normally. Okay, so let's reload one more time. What I need now is like an extra... I think an extra spider stone shard, and I should be able to get to at least a +4. A big issue that I've had with this game is that there is no way to use larger materials in substitute for smaller materials. Like in Dark Souls, you could feed items to Framped, and you could get get smaller versions of the item that you needed, so you didn't have to worry about farming like this. But unfortunately, that was just not an idea in this game. Farming was the thing that they expected the player to do. Alright. So let's go back to... add gear real quick. Because I definitely have enough material to get this bow to a +3 now. Because to get to a sticky compound bow, you need a +3 regular compound bow. And then you can use sticky stone to fuse it. And this build is not exactly min-maxing. It's just a build that's built for fun. The bow will make this, will make the fight against the end boss of World 4 more interesting, I think. So let's upgrade our weapons. One short of that. Sticky bow. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was 1 shard short. That's unfortunate. Maybe if I kill a dude real quick. Let me see if I can go get... What I'm going to do is I'll go get another shard, and then after that, I'll just cut back here. So, I'll be right back. Okay. So, after a bit of farming, I was not able to find anything, and frankly, I just can't be bothered. So I guess we'll just be fine with a +3 bow for now. So we'll just head back to the Nexus, and I think that'll be it. I forgot, once it gets to pure white world tendency, you can't, enemies don't drop things as often. Alright, so I think let's drop everything here. Drop those. I'll keep the bow. I think that's everything, and then talk to Patches. Get ourselves some decent arrows.
Well,
yeah, he sells heavy arrows, so those are pretty good. About 120. Alright. And I think that'll be where I call the episode here. So, as always, thanks for watching. I'm not sure what I'll do next episode, but definitely something different from World 2. So, see ya.